So in the previous class, we have seen op amp, what is operational amplifier and what are the parameters of that, and how the op amp will work, means in how many different modes it will work. So we have seen, so it will work in differential mode and common mode, and the different parameters like CMRR, PSRR, and input offset voltage, input bias current, input offset voltage current, okay, slew rate, so all those things. Okay, so after seeing the parameters and the working of that and symbol and how exactly, means how many different modes it will work, so then we will see about the, now we will see about the applications of the op amps. So now in the application of op amp, so there are many applications. So here the first one we are seeing here, the inverting amplifier. So inverting amplifier, so is, means there are two, basically the, in two modes it will work. One is inverting mode and other type of modes, the inverting mode and in non-inverting mode. Okay, so in the inverting mode, so we need to see here, means we need to concentrate. So here the input will be given to the negative terminal. So negative terminal in the sense we call as inverting. So why we call as inverting in the sense, so if we apply the input like this, means the analog signal like this, so the output will be out of phase. Okay, means there is a phase shift of 180-degree. Okay, so because of that we call as the inverting amplifier. And with, for that, the feedback, there is a feedback, okay, with the resistance, feedback resistance, and one more is a the input resistance here. So how it will work here, the inverting amplifier, so the virtual ground. Okay, so the virtual ground in the sense the voltages at the this point, the means both the terminals, so positive terminal and negative terminal, so is the same. Okay, so as it is means having high input impedance. Okay, so the positive terminal, so because the positive terminal is grounded here. Okay, so as we will treat as a short. Okay, the positive terminal is grounded, so negative terminal virtually we say that, so that is also the grounded here. Okay, so now as we know that input impedance is the impedance, means it is infinity or very high. Okay, so therefore we can say that the current, the flowing through the R1 is similarly the same as current flowing through the RF also. So we can say that IF equal to I1. Okay, so what is IF? So IF, so here it is, the voltage is 0. Okay, so here voltage is 0, so 0 minus V naught divided by RF. So IF is equal to V by R. So V is nothing but 0 minus V naught divided by RF, and anyway the I1 is equal to the V in divided by R1 here. Okay, so as we mentioned, so then the gain we know that the V naught by V in. So V naught by V in is equal to, so here, so it will become, so if you take the cross multiplication and arrangement, so V naught by V in is equal to minus RF by R1. Okay, so the gain is nothing but V naught by Vn, so that is nothing but a RF by R1. So the output voltage, so V naught is equal to minus RF by Rn into Vn. So this is a minus term because of we are giving the input to the negative terminal here. Okay, so this is the output equation. In the inverting terminal, the output voltage is equal to minus the feedback factor, that is RF by R1 into Vn. Okay, so this is how the practically the looks like, means the sinusoidal, the out of phase signal we can see here. Okay, so the next one, then the next can be used as non-inverting amplifier. Okay, so in non-inverting amplifier the feedback will be for negative terminal only. The feedback, whatever we are using the feedback resistor, it will be negative terminal, but we are applying the input for the positive terminal. So because of that we call as a non-inverting. And even practically if you see, if you apply the sinusoidal signal, okay, the output will be in phase of that. Okay, with amplified version, but in phase of that, either 0-degree phase shift or it is 360-degree phase shift. Okay, so here, so as we said, the voltages at both the places are same, so we can say that the V of A, so A point what we are mentioning, V of A is equal to Vn. Okay, V of A is equal to V in. So you apply the Kirchhoff's current law at the, what is it, at a point A. Okay, at point A, so what we can say is, so I1, okay, so current with respect to R1 and current with respect to RF, okay, that can be given by V1 by, sorry, it is A is nothing but V of A is equal to V in, as we know. So V in divided by R1 plus V in minus V0 divided by RF, okay, is equal to 0. So by making the rearrangements, we can get that V0 by V in is equal to 1 plus RF by R1, so which is we call as the feedback factor. So the output equation, V0 is equal to 1 plus RF by R1 into V in. So here the output is positive. Okay, so as we say that it is non-inverting, the output is positive, and this one we call as the non-inverting amplifier. Okay, so the next one, then summer means through the op amp, so we can add the different signals. Okay, so whatever V1, V2, V3, so we call as the different analog signals, or we can call as DC signals. Okay, if you want to add these signals, okay, in some of the application, then we can use, by using the op amp, we can add these voltages. Okay, so here again the input resistances and the feedback resistance is there. We are using the inverting amplifier because the inputs we are giving to the negative terminal, so the non-inverting terminal is a positive terminal is connected to ground. So here you apply the Kirchhoff's current law at this node, at the node A. Okay, at the node A, if you apply the Kirchhoff's current law, then the incoming currents coming to that node is equal to outgoing current. So that is I1 plus I2 plus I3 is equal to IF. So I1 is equal to Vn by R1, I2 is equal to V2 by R2, and I3 is equal to V3 by R3 is equal to, IF is nothing but the minus V0 by RF now. Okay, minus V0 by RF. So it is going to the negative terminal. So if you rearrange that one, so V0 by RF is equal to minus of, okay, V0 by RF is equal to minus of this term. Okay, so here, so whatever RF is there, we will take into the right hand side, so it will become, so RF by R1 into V1, RF by R2 into V2 plus RF by R3 into V3. Okay, so this is the summation, means if you want to calculate, add the different voltages, then the output will be, that is V1, so that is RF by R1 plus into V1, RF by R2 into V2 plus RF by R3 into V3. Suppose if all the resistors are equal, means input, all the input resistance and feedback resistance all are equal, then directly we can add the input voltages. Okay, V0 is equal to minus V1 plus V2 plus V3. Okay, the negative output, because of we are connected to the inverting terminal. Okay, so this is like this, the op amp will act as a summer circuit. The next one, the subtractor. Okay, similarly like addition, so we can see the subtractor circuit. So in the subtractor circuit, so we are applying one voltage, means one input to the inverting terminal and the other input is non-inverting terminal. Okay, so here we are considering, means this V0 is here, V0 can be, so basically it is a difference between the two input signals. Okay, so whatever the input signals we are applying here, V1, V2, the difference of that we should get as a op amp output. So here V0, we can say that according to the superposition theorem, so V0 dash means this is with respect to output produced by V1, means in this circuit if I give V1 as input, so V0 dash I can say as output, and if I give input as V0, V2, the V0 double dash I can call as output. If it is like that, then V0 is equal to the V0 dash plus V0 double dash. Okay, so now individual the output V0 dash we can give as, means output with respect to negative terminal, that is minus RF by R1 into V1. So as we have seen with inverting terminal. Similarly, V0 of double dash is equal to the non-inverting output, we can say that my 1 plus RF by R1 into V2. Okay, but here as with respect to this equation, so V0 is equal to this V0 dash plus V0 double dash. So as it is negative terminal, so we can get this term. Okay, but we know that the RF is much greater than the R1. So since RF is greater than R1, we say that RF by R1 ratio is much greater than 1. Hence, so it can be negligible. So directly we can say that, so as it is very greater than 1, so directly we can say that minus RF by R1 into V2 minus V1. So we have taken this RF by R1 as common. So if RF and R1 are equal, so directly we can say that V2 minus V1. Okay, so this is the subtractor circuit. So the op amp is, when two different voltages we are applying to the op amp, so it will to the one with the inverting and one with non-inverting, so it is acting like a subtractor here. The next, voltage follower. So voltage follower is very basic, the application of the op amp, so in which, so as the negative terminal is connected to the output without any resistor. Okay, so here, so it is like the non-inverting terminal. Okay, is a non-inverting amplifier. The only thing is the feedback resistance is not there. Okay, so it is nothing but, so here 1 plus RF by R1 into Vin. So RF is 1 here. Okay, so RF is nothing but, sorry, RF is not 1, so RF is 0, so there is no resistance here. Okay, it is directly like short, so no resistance, RF is 0, but R1 is open, so there is no resistance at all, so we can take that as a infinity. Okay, so if you take that one, so it is nothing but, so RF is 0 means, so that term is 0, so directly we can say that, so 1 plus RF R1 is equal to 1 and V0 is equal to Vn. So in the emitter follows, sorry, what is voltage follower, so directly the output voltage will follow the input voltage, so even that we can call as a unity gain, because as we know that 1 plus RF R1 is equal to 1, so this we can call as unity gain amplifier. Okay, the similarly other applications, the op amp will act as integrator. So in the means the whatever the output of op amp is there, so it is an integral function of the input voltage. So if you apply the signal like DC, so we will get the output as the integrated output of the input. Okay, so that will be achieved by using the RC component. So we are using the feedback component as capacitor and input resistance. Okay, so as we know that I1 is equal to, as non-inverting terminal is grounded, so I1 is equal to IF. Okay, so that is nothing but V1 by R1. Okay, so here, so then, so V0 we can given as, so V0 we can given as minus 1 by CF integrated IF into dt. So we know that IF is equal to V1 by R1. So if we replace that IF, then we can say that V0 is equal to minus 1 by R1 into CF integration with the integration of the input voltage, that is V1. Okay, so this is acting as a integrator. Similarly, the op amp will act as differentiator, which is the opposite of the integrator, exactly opposite version of the integrator. Okay, so here the RC component is reversed. So in the input side we are using capacitor, and as a feedback we are using the resistance. In the similar manner, so I1 is equal to IF, and I we can say that, okay, so I1 is nothing but the C1 into derivative of the input voltage, that is V1 what we are applying here with respect to time, and IF is equal to minus V0 by RF. So that we can give as, so as it is inverting amplifier, so V0 is equal to minus, okay, so minus RF into C1 into dV1 by dt. Okay, so suppose if V1 is sin omega t, so okay, derivative of the sin omega t we can call as W cos the omega W cos omega t. Okay, this is for example. So the equation is V0 is equal to minus RF into C1 dV by dt. So here it is acting as the differentiator. Op amp is acting as differentiator, integrator, summer, subtractor, like that. Okay, there is one more, the application, so that we call as comparator. Okay, so in the comparator, so what it will do is, so one of the input will act as a threshold voltage and one of the the input what we are want to compare. Okay, so here Vin is acting as the input voltage what we are using, means the user will apply. One more is threshold, so that will be the Vin is compared with the threshold. If it is Vin is greater than Vr, then it will be positive, and suppose Vin is less than Vr, then it will be negative voltage. Okay, so that we can see in terms of the waveform. So if you want to see, so it will be like this. Okay, so if Vin is greater than Vr, so it will be positive, and if Vin is less than Vr, then it will be negative here. Okay, means the whatever vertical line, so this is like Vr. Okay, the threshold voltage. So if it is crossing above this Vin, then it will be positive. If it is below that, then we can call as a the negative voltage. Okay, this is how the op amp will act as comparator, and it will give the positive and negative voltage with respect to threshold voltage. Okay, so after seeing all these applications, summer, integrator, subtractor, differentiator and comparator, so now we'll see some of the problems with respect to operational amplifier. Okay, so here, so by looking at this, so here the input is given as 50 millivolts to the inverting terminal, but feedback is with respect to positive. Okay, not with respect to negative. So till now what we have seen is the whatever the positive feedback is there, it is with respect to negative terminal only, even though we are applying the input to the positive terminal, but here it is on the positive terminal. Okay, so that's why the circuit is not matching with exactly either non-inverting or inverting amplifier. Okay, so now in this case what you need to do is, so here as we know that, so Va is equal to the Vin. Okay, so here Va is equal to 50 millivolts. Okay, and the current through 100 ohm resistor. Okay, the parallel resistor what we have seen, the current through 100 ohm resistor is, means current at 100 ohm resistor, that is voltage 50 millivolts divided by 100, so that is 0.5 millivolts. So as the same current flowing through 3.9k also, so directly we can say that current flowing through the 3.9k is 0.5 milliamps. Okay, then the output voltage, we can say that the output voltage is nothing but sum of Va plus the voltage across the 3.9. Okay, if you see the circuit, means the output, okay, the output is summation of Va, so this is Va, and the flow, the voltage across the 3.9. Okay, so this is, if you sum both the things, then we will get the output. So as we know, the Va is 50 millivolts and 3.9, okay, 3.9k, so k is 10 raised to 3 he has replaced. Okay, 3.9k and 0.5, so milli is kept as it is, so milliamps. So here the 50 millivolts plus 1950 millivolts. Okay, so together it will come the 2000 millivolt as a output. And closed loop voltage gain, so F is equal to V naught by Vn. So V naught is 2000 millivolts and input is 50 milli, so we can say that, so here the 40, so gain is 40. Okay, the gain is the 40 here. Okay, if you take the next example, okay, the similar manner, so if you compare the previous problem and this problem, okay, so in the previous problem the input is applied to negative terminal and the feedback the circuit with positive terminal, and here the input is with respect to positive terminal and the feedback is with respect to negative terminal. So this is exactly matching with the non-inverting amplifier. Okay, so directly we can apply the equation of the non-inverting amplifier. So in the non-inverting amplifier, the gain we can given as 1 plus Rf by R1. So we know Rf, we know R1, so directly we can calculate the gain. Av is equal to 11. Then so Av is equal to, means what he said, what he asked is calculate the input voltage. So calculate the input voltage if the voltage output is 4 volts. So we know that Av is equal to V naught by Vn. So we need to calculate Vn. So V naught if it is 4 and gain we have calculated as 11. So the input must be 0.364 volts. Okay. The similarly here, the one more problem. So this is exactly matching with the inverting amplifier. Okay, so in the inverting amplifier we are giving input to the inverting terminal with a feedback resistance. Okay, 100 k ohm, and so here RL he has given. So RL he has given as a the variable, so it will vary from 1k to 10k. So we know that the output equation of inverting amplifier V naught is equal to minus Rf by R1 into Vin. Okay, so here we have taken two conditions in the two cases. One is RL with respect to 1k and one more is RL with respect to 10k. Okay, so if it is like this, then directly we can apply the formulas. So here RL is equal to 1k, so directly we apply V naught is equal to minus RL by 100k ohm. So RL is equal to 1k, we can apply 1k by 100k ohm. So input is 10 volts, so it will become minus 0.1 because it is non-inverting terminal, so inverting amplifier, so output will be minus. Similarly, you replace RL is equal to 10k ohm and 100k ohm is the feedback and input is 10 volts, so output voltage is equal to V naught is equal to minus 1. So the next problem. So here we have the two op amps here. One is this one and one more is this one, the two op amps. So if you see here, so this will be like inverting amplifier because the input is given to the negative, but input in the sense here directly they have given as a current. Okay, this we can say that, so it is V by R. So V by R is equal to 1 microamps and feedback resistance. So we know that the inverting terminal equation is V1 is equal to, sorry, V1 is nothing but the output here. So V1 is equal to minus RF by R1 into V1. So RF we know, so that is V1 is equal to minus RF. RF means V in by R in, V in by R1. So V in by R1. So this is V in by R1 is equal to, that is current. So that is, he has given us 1 microamps. So directly the output we can say that V1 is equal to minus RF into I, that is minus 0.01 volts. Okay, and now we know that V2 is equal to V1. Okay, so V2 is equal to V1. So here we know the V1, then we can assume that V2 is equal to the same value. So then here we need to apply, so as it is not matching with the inverting amplifier, so here we need to apply KCL at the node 2. So that is Vs. Okay, Vs by, so that is not Vs, that is V2 divided by 1 kilo ohm divided by V2 by 1 kilo ohm plus V2 minus V0 divided by 99k. Okay, so here again you can take the cross multiplication and we will arrive with V2 as common, so that is 1 by 1 and 1 by 99, so unit you have taken as separately, and V0 is equal to 99, so units will cancel. So here, so this will be the V0, V2 into 100 is equal to V0. Okay, so V0 is equal to 100 into V2. So V2 is, so V2 is equal to V1. So V1 we know that 0.01. So directly we can say that V0 is equal to minus 1 volt. So this is actually the minus 0.01 volts. So as we have calculated with the previously. Okay, so we can see here, so this is inverting amplifier, but this is not the inverting amplifier because the feedback with positive. So because of that we need to apply the KCL and we need to calculate the voltages. Okay, so in the next problem, similarly here also we have the two op amps here, but it is directly matching with the standard circuits. So this is voltage follower. Okay, because negative terminal is connected to feedback and input is connected to positive terminal, so it is voltage follower. So directly V01 is equal to, so whatever Vin is there, so we can directly say that V01 is equal to Vin is equal to 1.5 volts, but this one is matching with the inverting terminal, so as the input is given to negative terminal with feedback. So what we can do is, so directly we can apply the input terminal, so that is V02 is equal to minus RF by R1 into Vin. So the RF by R1 we can put the values directly, and the input is 1.5 volt. Okay, so the V02 is equal to minus 7.5 volts. So here similarly the one more problem. So here it is not matching with exactly the standard circuits like inverting, non-inverting. Okay, so here we need to calculate the voltages at the terminals. Okay, so terminals, so here Vp is equal to 30 by, means 30 by 20k divided by 30 plus 20 into V0. Okay, that will come around 0.6 volts. So as we know that Vp is equal to Vn, so Vn will also become 0.6 volts. Okay, but so V naught is equal to, okay, V naught is equal to, if you see in this side, so V naught is equal to upper side, V naught is equal to Vn plus 4, Vn plus 4. So we know that Vn is equal to 0.6 V naught, so 0.6 V naught into plus 4, so then V naught is equal to 4 divided by 0.4, so that will become the 10 volts. Okay, and here we know that V naught is equal to, means Vp is equal to Vn. So now we know that V naught is equal to 10, so we can calculate Vp Vn is equal to 6 volts. Okay, so we need to calculate the power. Okay, so here the current at 10k is equal to, so that is V by R. So V is 6 volts and R is 10k, so it is 0.6 milliamps. We know that power is equal to Vi, so V is 4 volts. Okay, means power across the 4 volt source, so it will take as V is equal to 4, and current is, as we have calculated, 0.6 amps, so together it will be 2.4 milliwatts. Okay, so this all with respect to inverting amplifier and non-inverting amplifiers and with other forms of circuits. So now this problem is with respect to adder here. Okay, so here, so we know that it is, adder is nothing but, we know that that is V0 is equal to minus V1 plus V2 plus V3 when all the resistors are equal. Okay, so here the expression is like this, and RF he has given, so resistors are not same. So we know that adder circuit is V0 is equal to minus RFI R1 into V1 plus RFI R2 into V2 plus RFI R3 into V2. So here they asked for design. Okay, so design in the sense, so whatever the circuit we have, we need to calculate the values of resistances R1, R2, R3 and RF. Okay, so RF is given, we need to calculate R1, R2, R3. So here by looking at the given data, so RFI R1 is equal to 2, RFI R2 is equal to 3 and RFI R3 is equal to 5. So if RFI R1 is equal to 2, then R1 is equal to RF by 2. We know that RF is 10k, so 10k by 2, so it will become 5 kilo ohm. So similarly we can calculate, so RFI R2 is equal to 3, so R2 is equal to, so R2 is equal to RFI R2 is equal to 5. Okay, so RFI R3 is equal to 10k by 3, so it is 3.3 kilo ohm, and RFI R2 is equal to 5, then R3 is equal to RFI 5, so then it will be 2 kilo ohm. Okay, so like this we can calculate the all the resistance. Okay, if we fill the resistance in the circuit, so the adder circuit will be formed here. Okay, so like this, so today we have seen the different problems with respect to adder, with respect to other circuits other than directly the standard circuits like non-inverting and inverting amplifiers, and here it is the two op amps cascaded. Okay, the standard op amps cascaded, and here the one is standard, one more is non-standard op amp is cascaded, and here the inverting and non-inverting amplifiers. Okay, and also we have seen the different applications like summer integrator, how it will act as different applications. Okay, summer, subtractor, integrator and differentiator. Okay, these are the different applications of the op amps.